welcome to St. Peter's College, Colombo 4, Negombo branch for grade 5 English lesson. Okay, my dear children, you can see some things on this table. Here it is a strawberry, here it is a brinjal, here it is a pumpkin and grapes. But they are not according to the correct group. So, I'm going to take this strawberry to my left hand and this grapes to my left hand because they are fruits. And these are in my right hand. These are fruits, these are vegetables. So, I have arranged them according to the correct order. That means correct group. That means this is fruits and here it is vegetables. So now, you may know our lesson. It is group names. Right. What is a group? As I have told you, as I have arranged this, what is a group? A group is a set of people, things or creatures that have same qualities and same interest and act together. Here it is mentioned on the screen. A group is a set of people or things or creatures that have same qualities, same interest and act together. So it is called a group. Would you like to see some examples? Let's see some examples. What is this? It's Sri Lanka. It's the name of a country. So you can guess our first group word is countries. For countries group, what you can put? We can put Sri Lanka, England, India and more than this. So they are called countries. Let's move to the second one. You can see a building here. So you can guess our second group name is buildings. So here, hospital, school and museum are called buildings. Then like flowers, like daffodil, snowdrop, bluebell, tulip, daisy and pansy, they are called flowers. So the group word is flowers. And for entertainment group, what we enjoy. So what you can put? Circus? Yes, of course. In the circus you can see the clown. And cinema? Who are acting? Theatre? Yes. Theatre also, those who are acting. In cinema we can watch movies. So these words are in entertainment group. And the next one, groceries. For groceries, we can see lots of items like tea, butter, sugar, lard, cheese and margarine. So here it is, groceries. And the next one, trees. It's very easy. Beech, elm, oak, ash, birch and sycamore are in trees group. And the next one, insects. For insects, we can see fly, wasp, bee, spider and gnat. They are called insects. And the next one, birds. Skylark, swallow, robin, nightingale and sparrow. They are in birds group. And for animals, we can see giraffe, elephant, dog, lion, monkey and zebra. And for months, you know, from January to December, they are called months. So here it is the another group name, months. And for numbers also you can see I have added some numbers here. And more than this 100, 95, 85 are also in numbers group. And for occupation, what do you mean by an occupation? Occupation is a job. So, doctor, engineer, pilot, waiter, plumber, mason, etc. can be occupations. And for headgears, what do you mean by a headgear? Headgear is what we wear on our head. Like cap, hat and beret are called headgears. And for the letters, you can see some letters on the screen. These are all simple letters and capital letters also in letters group. And rivers, seasons, like spring, autumn, winter, summer. And weapons. Weapons are so dangerous, like sword, rifle, bow. They are in weapons group. Fish, salmon, hake, mackerel, herring, plaice, and cod are in fish group. Right. It's the end of examples. Now we are moving to an exercise. I have put number 1 here. So this group is called, they are asking the answer. We have to insert the answer inside the cage. So shall we read these words? Carpenter, miner, farmer. Carpenter. What does the carpenter do? The carpenter works with wood. And miner? The miner works with coal. And the farmer works in the paddy field. So they are called occupations. Like this, I have given you some more exercises. You need to continue by inserting the correct group words inside this cage. The listening part. Let's start. Here it is, the passage. I'm going to read this passage 2 times. You need to listen very carefully and fill in the blanks. Sri Lankans exports. Sri Lankans exports. The chief exports of Sri Lanka are tea, rubber, and coconut. Coconut trees thrive on the plains along the coast. Rubber needs a hot and wet climate. Sri Lanka does not grow enough paddy for her own needs, so she cannot export paddy. She has to import it from countries like Burma, Egypt, and China. Again, I'm going to read it. Sri Lankans exports. The chief exports of Sri Lanka are tea, rubber, and coconut. Coconut trees thrive on the plains along the coast. Rubber needs a hot and wet climate. Sri Lanka does not grow enough paddy for her own needs, so she cannot export paddy. She has to import it from countries like Burma, Egypt, and China. You will see these statements. From these, you have to write whether these statements are true or false within brackets. So the first one is, the chief exports of Sri Lanka are coffee, rubber, and coconut. You need to decide by listening to the passage and by looking at the passage whether it is true or false, and write the answer within brackets. Sri Lanka has to import paddy from Burma, Egypt, and China. So you need to write whether it is true or false. It's the end of the listening part. Let's move for reading. Secret Garden. Page 22. This is the second part of that page. Mary looked up at Robin. "Would you be my friend?" she asked. She spoke softly and kindly, instead of in her usual hard little voice. "Why?" said Ben gently. They said that like a real child instead of a sharp old woman. It was nearly like Dickon when she talks to the wild things on the moor. The robin flew over the wall. "There must be a door to that garden," Mary said with determination. "Well, there's none to be found now," snapped Ben. Don't go poking your nose in places where you don't belong. And he walked off without saying goodbye. It's the end of our lesson. Thank you and God bless you.